Hello there, everyone. Sorry I'm late. You guys know the drill. My technical stuff, my camera just went out on me as I was getting ready to come on. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. How is everyone doing today? Hi, Nathan, Olivia, and Dion. Yeah, I'm here. Um, yeah, good to see you guys here. Don't forget, guys, hit the like button so that we can get some others in here. Hi, Latrice. How's everybody doing today? It's been warm here. It's been hot here. It's like 95. It was, which is very unusual. So, what did you think about Biden's speech? Oh, yeah, it was really good. You know, when they let him speak, it's like, why are they taking so long? It's like I was just hoping that they wouldn't drag out all the awards and that kind of thing so long that he needed to sit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you for sending that to me. Um, but the first part of it I thought was just unnecessary. They could have given him that later at the end of the speech, let him say his speech, and that's how I felt about it. Here in 97. Oh, wow. Yeah, this whole area, I mean the whole, I guess I was supposed to be Midwest, but I guess Midwest and East is like a heat wave. Yep. So anyway, guys, yeah. So you know what I want to do, guys? If I did put in there, guys, if you want to get a personal reading, it's just be a small donation, a card pull. But I do want to read on Kamala right now. Um, we're getting close to July. I know the war and all that kind of stuff is going on, but guys, I still feel like these are just distractions. He's just doing crazy things. The fact that he did that and didn't even involve any Democrats or other people that he should have um, is crazy. And I think a part of it may be that he's upset about his little parade that he thought was going to be huge and fantastic and the biggest parade ever. He would be bragging on that by now. But to think that he does certain things um, for revenge, basically, and that kind of thing. Um, and that's something I probably should be reading on too. Um, but let's look at Kamala first. Let's look at Kamala first. I want to see how her July is going because we're getting the message now, guys, that she really doesn't want it anymore, and we can't blame her for that. Um, because there's going to be a lot of cleanup when it's time for her to get in there. And of course, I don't think that he's going to make it much longer. That's my feeling, but we'll have to see. All right, Spirit. Tell us about the energy surrounding Kamala at this time. And I'm sure she doesn't want to see California go through a lot of changes because California is on his hit list, guys. Definitely on his hit list. He can't stand Gavin Newsom. He hates Kamala. I mean, and he knows that we need to have California is one of the biggest states in the union, so he's so desperate for. Oh yeah, the Nobel Prize. I don't know how he thinks he's going to get that. I mean, he's pissed off everybody. Who's going to give him that? Really? Who's going to give him that? Okay. All right. Kamala. What's going on with you these days? Well, we have the Six of Pentacles. I think she's trying to balance things. It's about giving and receiving. I think she's trying to get her balance again. She wants to see harmony in her life again. It's crossed by the Magician. She knows about all the manipulation that's been going on. She knows about, these are things that are on her mind, in her energy right now. She knows that the election was stolen from her. She knows all that. She knows that there was a lot of manipulation going on with this Magician here. She understands that a lot of money was involved. People were paid to do certain things and that kind of thing. That's the energy around her right now. She's thinking about that. Wow. We have the Tower card showing up here. Let's keep going. That's like the foundation is the Tower. In the past, we have the World card. I believe that she thought that in the past that things are going to work out for her, that, she knew that the world was watching her. She was would have been the first woman president, female president of the United States. And that's the past. That's how she was thinking. But then we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so this is like she's made a choice. She's made a choice because things were so bad. Things came down so bad. The tower fell. And she didn't do this blindly. She knew that. She knows everything that goes along with being president and what she would have to do. Now think about it. She's going to have to come back. It's going to take her the whole time to clean it up. By the time she gets it cleaned up, she's going to have to run again. At the bottom of the deck, though, we do have the Six of Wands, which is about celebrating victory, that kind of thing. She knows what happened. She knows that she was victorious. We have in the near future the Queen of Cups. Of course, that's a leader. I think she's really tapping into her higher self, and she's listening as far as what it is she should do next. And she's taking the lid off of that cup too. So she's gotten some information that she needs as far as what she needs to do. We're still getting this disappointment card here. She's so disappointed still. We have the Hanged Man. So she's looking at things from a different perspective. I think in the beginning she really did want it. We all wanted her to get it. And not that I'm saying that she won't. It's possible that energies can change, as you know. Unless, I guess I would have to say whatever her will is, whatever is best for her. because, like I said, I can see her getting in there and having all kinds of problems because people just are not going to want to work with her and that kind of thing. We have the Two of Pentacles, so she's still juggling. She's still juggling things. She's still trying to figure it out. But the votes are still on her mind. Of course it is. She was that close, and she knows it. And we have the Queen of Wands. So it's like she's moving forward. She's taking action. She's moving forward. She's excited about whatever it is that she's doing. Let me see if I can get anything else. Anything else on that, Spirit? Okay. So she's making some changes. This is the Death and Rebirth card. She's making some changes in her life. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean, Spirit? Of course, she's making changes, but the high priestess. Okay, she's not ready to let us know yet what she's going to do. High priestess is about secrets and that kind of thing, but she's tapping into her intuition to help her. But I don't think she's ready to say exactly what she's going to do yet. So that could be a positive thing. We have the Queen of Swords. Now, this is the 1, 2. That's only the second queen. No, third. That's the third queen in the deck. Leadership again. This queen talks about truth, and she cuts things, she uses her sword to cut through things. And, mentally, we know that mentally she could do the job, but that's part of it. Does she want to do the job? And I have the Eight of Cups. That's a walk away card. That's a walk away card. So let me use my pendulum and ask Spirit, does Kamala still want to occupy the White House as the first female president of the United States of America? I'm getting no. That's what we got before. So she's probably decided, but let's see. Is she, Spirit? Is Kamala certain that she does not want to be the president anymore? I'm getting maybe. So I think this is why we're getting this high priestess with the secrets. So Spirit, is she still contemplating that she doesn't want to be the one to clean up the mess behind Orange Peel? Is she still thinking about that? Yes. Is it possible, Spirit, that she could change her mind? Okay, we're getting maybe. So that's good because the energies are not really set yet, guys. It's a possibility that she could change her mind and decide that she wants to do it. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Hi, Vanessa. I don't think I spoke to you. Hi, Timothy. Latrice, Zen. How are you guys tonight? Barbara. Good evening, Sunshine. How are you? You're not late, Barbara. You're right on time. All right. Trying to get rid of this. Okay, it's gone. Okay. So I really think, guys, that there's something else behind the reason that he did this. Yeah, so they're saying that Iran they were developing these nuclear weapons, and that's, that could be true. I can't say yes or no, but I wouldn't be surprised. They all try it, but I think that that's not the real reason why he decided to do what he decided to do. You know, um, yeah, he's talking about the 2020 was stolen, whatever. But what I want to do, guys, I want to look at him, and I need my criminal cards for that. So hold on. They're here. Okay, way in the back. Okay. Okay, I got him. But we know he doesn't do anything. I mean, first of all, guys, I can't believe that he did this without consulting the people that he should have. I mean, it's like he wants to be the king. He thinks he's a king. But I want to know. I have my questions here. Why he really did it. Yeah, it is. I agree with you, Andy. Yeah. He didn't have to go this far. I don't think, now I don't know a lot about everything that's going on. Yeah, he's pouting. He's pouting and he does stupid things. Yeah. I believe it's because of the corruption too. Not only the corruption, but also the fact that he's upset because of his parade didn't go the way he thought his parade should have went. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. He's just like a little kid. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Why did Trump start this? Get us into a fight with Iran? Who said that? Tink. Hi, Tink. Does the parade make mushroom look small? Yeah. Oh my God. Doesn't take much to make him look small. Good evening, Fred. Yeah. All right, Spirit. Why did he do it? Or his administration, whoever. Look at this, guys. Devil, because he's a devil. Because he is the devil. He's trying to basically, like I said, he's trying to make us look one way because so much is going on with him and his corruption and everything. And Leon is, I mean, it's so much going on that he's trying to, he did something this terrible, social media. Okay, so he wants the word to get out, and he wants to control the narrative, pretty much. Serial killer. And I think this is him, even though, you know, I'm not saying he's a serial killer, but he keeps doing things over and over and over again to get our attention somewhere else, you know, just like a serial killer keeps killing. He's the one that keeps doing something in order to get us distracted from what's truly going on. And I don't think it matters what it is. He's tried everything, guys. He's tried everything. We all know that he wants to call martial law. He's tried everything to be able to do that, and that's not working for him. So this is another tactic to scare the people, you know, to keep our energy low. Believe it or not, it's about keeping the people's energy low because everybody gets worried about how are they going to retaliate. Although, you know, it could be some kind of cyber effects or whatever. But then he has almost everybody against him except for 2 or 3 people, and we know who those 2 or 3 people are. So what are the benefits of them doing this, Spirit? Okay, we're talking about, you know, the Middle East or whatever, and we know that it's about the energy, the oil, where the neighborhood is involving all of our allies are feeling like, or who we had left as an ally, I think they're part of the neighborhood, are looking at it like, what have you done? Why have you done this? And he wants to get our attention off of what is really, really happening. Okay, guys, it's like this is party. But if you are thinking about what he's done and all the illegal things that he's done, and okay, we are thinking about all the things that he's done illegally, including this is where the party comes in. Now, who told us about that recently? Leon told us about that recently. That opened up a whole new can of worms because people are saying, we need to see those files. We need to see those files. This gets our attention off of it. This is his whole point. So we're talking about oil. We're talking about, them making money. They're going to make money financially because there's things that they want from Iran. And then, he's got all of the neighbors, all of the other people upset, except for a few people. So he's like controlling the narrative of everything that's happening. So, it's like the oil defense contractors could profit, if he gets his way. I'll put it that way. And they get people afraid, and people, in this low energy frequency, and including us, and, entities, the lower energy entities feed off of us being in fear. That's a whole nother story, but yeah, they feed off of us being in fear. So that's something that he's getting out of it. Okay. Let me ask this question. Because see, we should still be, guys, we should still be asking questions about why, where are the files? Where are the EPS files? All the things that Leon was talking about, all the things that he's done, we should still be concentrating on that, but no, we can't, because he keeps throwing these things back at us to keep us in fear. So, will Orange Peel get what he wants by putting us into this war? No, he's not going to get what he wants. Thank you, Spirit. Will this, we know we can't talk about time really, because Spirit's time and our time is totally different, but will this war be over soon? Okay, I'm getting yes, but soon, I don't know exactly what that means. So yeah, I can read on his health. Let's see what's happening with his health. Some cards I want to use for that. All right, Spirit. Tell us about Trump's health at this time. What's going on with his health? Trump's health. That's what Trump's health. What's he feeling? What's the energy around his health? Hold on, guys. Hey, call your dad on his. I'm doing a video. Okay. Well, not on his phone. Call his phone. Okay. Y'all all right? Everything good? Okay. All right. Okay, bye. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're looking at his health. Yeah, I think Maggie must be playing games. Maggie must be on the wrong channel. Maggie, are you on the wrong channel? All right. All right, Spirit, we're talking about Trump's health. What is it you can tell us that we need to know at this time? Okay, good. Okay, guys, look at this card. Death. It says death. Should I just leave it there? What do you guys think? Just leave it there. Should I just leave it there, guys? We got the card. We got the death card. If you think I should just leave it there, put a 1 in the chat. Oh, I think that's crazy. The first card you guys saw me shuffling. I mean, okay. Forgive me, Spirit, for laughing at that. That's not funny. But it is kind of funny. Wow, wow, wow. Yep, everybody thinks that I should leave it there. Okay, I will. I don't think there's any reason to go any further. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. Well, let's look at the bottom of the deck. I think the whole world, the world is at the bottom. So the whole world's thinking the same thing, guys. We're not alone. Yeah. Thank you, Tink. You know what to do. Yeah. Just getting impatient. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of out of our hands, but I want to use this again for him. Spirit, tell us more about the death card that I just pulled. Grandparents turned up. So I think that's about him going, maybe, if when people get to the point they can't really take care of themselves and they're sent away, that's what I'm feeling with that card. That's what I'm feeling with that card. I think I'm trying to see what this. Zen has popcorn. Thumbs up for Tink. Tink, you took care of it. Thank you. Yeah, Andy says even Houdini couldn't keep escaping his end. That's very true. Very true. So, what else? Let's see. Let's see, spirits. Is there anything else? Water. I don't know what water would have to do with it, though. This is about water. accident, greed. Let me clarify water. I need to clarify that spirit. Accident near water. All right, spirit, tell me more about. Clarify water for me, spirit. Clarify water. Tower. Another tower. Guys, this is not looking good. Okay, so I'm trying to think of where water would fit into this. Okay, there's an accident about, and it's also concerning greed. Well, we know he's greedy. Maybe there's some kind of accident that involves water that he may be involved in some way. I don't know. Hi, Clarence. Wow, Clarence, it's been a while. Good to see you. Blessed. How are you? Yeah, Zen, that could be, but I mean, how would that happen? Unless there was a plane or something involved, maybe. I don't think there's gonna be anything on this land as far as fighting. Um, but let's ask. Spirit, because of orange peel, will we see any attack on the land, on U.S. lands at all? No. Mm-mm. No. So that's not going to happen. You're welcome, Latrice. I think we're all getting impatient. Enough said. Enough said. Guys, hit that like button when you come in for me, please. Um, yeah, so let's see what else I had here. I had a bunch of questions, but okay, so we know that he's manipulating things. This war is just a form of manipulation to get what he wants and to make us look somewhere else because things aren't going good for him. Um, so what, let's see. What is because he's done this, guys, nothing goes, spirit sees everything. So I want to know what the karmic price is going to be for him doing this. I mean, we're still waiting on him to get his karma, right? Let's see what it is for him. The karmic price for him doing what he's doing. interfering in someone else's battles, putting us in the middle of it. What's going to be the karmic price for that? His karmic price. The hangman. Okay, the hanged man. This is about seeing things from a different perspective. It's also about things happening slow, because you're hanging there and you're seeing things differently. It's like the world is kind of turned upside down from the way it used to be for you. Hangman. Let's see what else, Spirit. So we have the Knight of Cups moving forward with an offer. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So when I think about knights, knights brings messages, guys, but they're not, they're kind of like teenagers. They're not fully mature. Oh. And then we have the Three of Cups celebration. I think, you guys, you know what I'm thinking? What just came to me is this is like an awakening. He doesn't want people to wake up. People are going to see things from a different perspective. And the people that were not mature enough to handle an awakening of people understanding what he's doing. These are the people that, and both of these cards I read, I'm going to say MAGA. These knights are MAGA, immature people. There is one going one way, the other going the other way. They're immature. They don't know what it is they want to do. But I think that this is an awakening for them. And then we're going to see a celebration. So that's how it's going to hit him. He's going to lose a lot of his MAGA people, not a lot, but enough for him to feel it. And people are going to be celebrating this, is what I'm feeling, because things are going to be looked at from a different perspective. And the only thing I can think of with these knights here and being red. Now, normally, the knight that would be more reddish would be the Knight of Wands. We don't have the Knight of Wands here. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Knight of Coins. Slow moving, offers, being this knight here can be a little manipulative also. I think that's what we're looking at. A waking up of MAGA. Wow. And a celebration. So that's going to be what's going to happen as far as karma hitting him. I just can't, I'm ready to see it happen. I am ready to see it happen. Washington, D.C. was protesting in the streets today, screaming no more war. I think, thinks that she's ready too. Yeah. I mean, I know he hears that, he sees that, but it's like we don't matter. It's like what the people think don't matter. And it's probably going to get even worse since the No Kings parade or protest. The No Kings protest was bigger than his parade. He's not paying any attention. I really think I'm going to use the what lies beneath cards and see what he's thinking about next. Yeah, they're going to keep getting larger. I believe they are. See, it needs to be, well, like the No Kings protests. We need more of that all the time. Then it says you're reading lines with other tarot readers regarding the celebrations. Yeah. 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 So MAGA, I don't know. What else is behind this, Spirit? Yeah. Could have guessed this would come out. Total drama, action. It's like he's on a TV set or something. You know what I'm saying? And he is just doing stuff just to get attention. It's drama, just bringing on drama and action. But the thing about it is, it's getting people killed. It's getting people hurt. It's everything that he's doing is wrong. Did Marjorie Taylor finally divorce MAGA? Okay, Spirit. Did Marjorie Taylor Greene divorce MAGA? No. See, I wonder about her. See, these guys, you cannot believe everything they say. I don't know if she's real. Really? She wants to get reelected. Don't forget that. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene pretending to be upset with Orange Peel? Yes. Thank you. Does he know that she is pretending? Yes. All right, Spirit, why is she doing this? Is she doing this because she's trying to save her seat in the House? Is this why she's doing this? Yes. Will she be successful, Spirit? Will she be successful in saving her seat? No. All the Republicans, a bunch of the Republicans are going to be gone. You know, when it comes to the midterms, um, a lot of them are probably going to say they're turning on him because for years and years, at least another term, but their terms may be up because of, them being with him. MTG won't be once she's out of office. She will, yeah, have a lifestyle change. Okay. Did you hear about the shooting in the church today? A truck ran right into the church. No, I didn't hear about that one. Did a lot of people, where was it? And did people get hurt? Did this just happen? Hmm. Hopefully they got him. Wow. How did I miss that? I didn't hear about that. It happened today. Okay, Linda. Where was it? I think they had her. Oh, and yeah, you think insider trading. Yeah, yeah. But the thing about it is they all did it. Hi, Witch. How are you? Yeah, she's not the only one that did the insider trading. I gotta find out about this one. Excuse me, guys. I'm coming right back. I just wanted to Google this. Oh, I was in Michigan too, near Detroit. Okay, 31-year-old man drove a Ford F-150 into Grosse Pointe Community Church in Wayne, Michigan, near Detroit, around 11:15 a.m. on June 22nd during a special vacation Bible school service attended by around 150 people, many of them children. He exited the truck wearing tactical gear, and armed with both a rifle and a handgun, then began firing toward the building. A deacon responded by driving his vehicle. A deacon responded by driving his vehicle into the attacker, stopping him and giving time for a church security guard to intervene. Okay, and the guard fatally shot the attacker. One person, a security guard, was hit in the leg but is expected to recover. No other congregants were seriously injured. Good. Wow. The FBI has joined local law enforcement in ongoing investigation, although no motive has been confirmed. Police suggest the suspect may have been experiencing. Yeah, right. Okay. That tells me something right there. The suspect may have been experiencing a mental health crisis. If you guys think you know what that means, put it in chat for me. Pastor Bobby Kelly Jr. told the Detroit News the quick response of both the deacon and the security team prevented dozens of people from being murdered today. See if I can get some updates on what's happening with it. That's crazy, guys. You know what? We're going to see more of that, unfortunately, because I don't know. Obama spoke out a couple of days. Yeah, I saw that. Um, and I think he may help when they get rid of him, but I don't know. Hi, Gail. If he'll be in that group of people that's going to be, you know, running the White House. Yeah, Grosse Pointe. It's near Detroit. Yeah, near Detroit. Hi, Blueberry. Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, Tink. Yeah, so sad. Everyone, okay. Okay. That's a good point. Linda, you said, how will the troops in LA respond to what is going on in Iran? Will these troops leave LA? Well, the thing about it is he's just deploying troops everywhere, which is crazy because he really doesn't need the ones that are in LA. Well, let's ask. Spirit, will the troops in LA leave in order to go to Iran? No. Nope. I'm looking at this Google search I did on on the sky. Okay. They don't really say anything about who he is. They don't give any kind of, just that he's 31. He wore tactical gear. I want to see his picture. Hi, Brenda. How are you? I should quit working. I mean, uh, they have no money to pay them. Let's see if that's true. Why are they working for nothing? I wouldn't go to work if you couldn't pay me. Spirit. Is ICE being paid? Are ICE officials being paid? Are they being paid? Says no. So, do they have to work for him? Is that in their job title that when he calls ICE, they have to? Let's search that. Guys, I love Google. Um, let's search that. I have to know. Oh, let's get over there. Let's see what they say. Hmm. Okay, as of June 25, ICE has not officially run out of money, but it's in a serious budget crisis. ICE is already about $1 billion over budget, with roughly 3 months remaining in the fiscal year through September. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, has already reallocated $500 million internally to help cover ICE operations, and DHS has formally requested at least an additional $2 billion to sustain operations through September. Experts run ICE could run out of funds as early as July, potentially triggering violations of Anti-Deficiency Act, which prohibits spending without congressional approval. Oh, oh, will they? Let's see. Will ICE get more money in their budget to continue what they're doing? No. Okay. So will Orange Peel illegally, will he illegally continue to keep ICE on the job? Yes. So that's violations of the Anti-Deficiency Act, which prohibits spending without congressional approval. So he's going to, Spirit, will Orange Peel will Orange Peel try to allocate more money without congressional approval? Okay, he'll try. All right, so Spirit, will he be successful in doing so? No. Okay, so if they've run out of money, it seems like the whole thing should be shut down, right? So, Spirit, will ICE totally run out of money? Okay, yes, they will. Will the operation be shut down because they've run out of money? No. Wow. Okay. So he's going to do something stupid again. See, this is what's going to get his butt out of office. I'm hoping, guys. This is what I'm hoping. He keeps doing these crazy things. Okay, so how can he get more money if Congress doesn't approve it? Oh, this is what will happen next. Congress fundraising effort. The White House and DHS are pushing for a big, beautiful bill to provide $75 billion over 5 years for ICE and border enforcement. So that's in the bill, in that big, beautiful bill that's not going to pass. The National Emergency Declaration. There's talk of invoking emergency powers to reallocate federal funds elsewhere. For example, diverting Pentagon funds to ICE if Congress doesn't act. That would be stupid. Spirit. Will Pentagon funds be diverted to ICE? No. Nope. That won't happen. Says House Democrats want reform. With mounting outcry and protests, progressive lawmakers want to attach policy reforms or restrictions to ICE funding during upcoming appropriations fights. Okay. So they haven't run out yet, but they probably will be out by July. And they want them to pass that bill. Okay, so let's hope the bill doesn't get passed. I don't think it will, guys. Let's see. Spirit. Will the big, beautiful bill be passed through the Senate? No. So will ICE get funding through the big, beautiful bill? Will ICE get funding? No. Okay, so we're going to see what he's going to do after that, guys. Thanks for that, Linda. Oh, so a lot of people are quitting. That's what I was wondering. Will they quit? Who wants to go to work for nothing? It don't make sense. So a lot of people are quitting. They said that the government owes ICE over $1 million. Well, it just says that they had, what was that? They got an extra 2 billion or asked for an extra 2 billion. What did it say? 500 million. The Department of Homeland Security has already reallocated 500 million internally to help cover ICE's operations. But they requested an additional 2 billion to keep it going through September. And this is the problem. That's in the bill. So that's the problem. Okay. Fred says, Mary, will Trump flee the U.S. when he's removed, or will he be detained and interrogated? I don't think they're going to detain him, but yeah, I have a feeling he's ready to go. All right, Spirit. Will Trump flee the U.S. once he's removed? Yeah. Will they interrogate him? Will they hold him here? No. Nope. See, this is a sad thing, guys. It's because they have dropped the ball so far along that this is why we're in this position. They're trying to give him everything he wants. I don't get it. I don't understand. Nobody else can have all that, all the extra leeway and everything. All the slowing down things. I have to say that this is spirit behind this, guys, because it would never happen like that for anybody else. Why is he special? But they're going to be ready to let him go anyway. Yes, guys, please hit the like button. Trump is just playing games for attention. He knows he's being televised everywhere. He really thinks, true, Linda. He thinks he's a celebrity. He does. And, he thinks he has a TV show. But this is crazy. Spirit. Does Orange Peel think that he is a celebrity? Yeah, he does. And that's why he keeps putting these people in positions that have been on TV and that kind of thing, thinking that that's going to help things. People who don't know anything about what they're doing, It's just silly. Some of the ICE officers are retired officers in the military. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's true, Valerie. So if they're retired, they can just quit. But if they're military, I guess that's a different story. They probably have to stay out there. Now, see, I'm not sure. Let's see if they're part of it. Are the okay, Spirit? Are the Proud Boys a part of ICE? Are they a part of ICE? Yeah. Are people that he's pardoned a part of ICE? Well, how can that be? Getting no. Are the January 6ers that went to jail a part of ICE? Yes. Did Orange Peel pardon them, Spirit? Getting no. Okay. So what does that mean? Does Orange Peel think he pardoned them? They're just out for a minute, guys. They're going back. He thinks he pardoned them. It's not going to hold up. Okay, let me ask Spirit this. Spirit, when Orange Peel is removed from office, will the January 6th rioters have to be returned to jail? Would they be returned to prison? Yes. Wow. Can you believe it? He thinks he's pardoned them. They're out. They're having a little vacation kind, a real freebie. I hope they're doing everything they need to do because they're going back to prison. Spirit says, no, he didn't pardon them. Okay. So do they know that they may have to return back to prison? Yes. Thank you. Spirit, will some of them leave the country? Will they leave the country so they won't have to return to prison? Yes. Will most of them be returned back to prison? Yes. Well, some of them are going to get away because they're going to leave the country. He pardoned them, so I guess they could leave. But I'm going to tell you, with them being, those are people, the majority of them probably can't leave the country when you think about it. People like that, I feel like if they had some money, they probably used it to fight their case. And it's not like they're good citizens and they're just going back and finding a job and people are going to be happy to hire them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be capable or able to leave the country. And I would think that, well, they can't leave the country while they're working for him. He has some working for him right now. But that little pardon, guys, don't mean nothing. Nope. What us going on the Muskie? Oh, what's going on with Muskie? Think he's up to something. Yeah, I agree, Linda. Well, let's see what's going on with him. Yeah, I think him and Orange Peel are not done dealing with each other yet, because he's got to get revenge too. I mean, look at him; he's lost a lot, still has a lot to lose. So you don't have to worry about him running out of money, but he's lost a lot. But that's a good lesson for him though, because anybody that hangs with Orange Peel normally lose out anyway. So okay, tell us about Muskrat Spirit. What is he doing? What is he up to? What is Muskrat up to? We have family, which is, a couple with a child. You think he could be thinking about his children? I mean, what, he got 14 or 15. It might be 15 now. Latest I heard it was 14. But he's still trying to get other people to have babies for him. Um, so he could be thinking about his kids. Then we have caregiver. He could be thinking about his kids. You know why? Because he knows that his days are numbered too. He's not in the best of health. See, what else can you tell me about that cleanup? So he's trying to get things in order. Greed, he's trying to make as much money as possible. Run away. I'll say before he has to go away. Alive. Yeah, I think that he's going to need some medical care. Missing information. Oh, you know what? He may come up with more information about orange peel, guys, that we haven't seen, that's been redacted. He knows a lot about orange peel. Yeah, he knows a lot about orange peel. And this envelope here tells me that there is some kind of document, maybe, or pictures or something that we haven't seen. He's working on that. And the money, of course. See, here's the deal. Orange peel can't pay him enough to stop him because he don't have enough. Ooh, the child. This could be about the person. Something to do with EPS, or it could be something to do with there being a child somewhere. So, and it's also about something new that we may find out about that we haven't heard about. The truth is going to come out about something. That's what he's working on. I don't know. Is he planning on? We have debt. Yeah, because he's going to satisfy his debt. He's, as far as what he's lost dealing with orange peel. Have homicide at the bottom of the deck. I don't think he's going to do anything like that, but well, it could be taking him out in a sense by bringing out all the things that he's really been doing. Because I feel like he has to save face. Muskrat has to save face because orange peel has made him look really stupid, losing everything, losing, his money, Tesla, so he's got to get him back in some way. So that's what I think is happening with that, guys. Pressure for a short period. So will ICE stop due to non-payment? I think, let me ask. If he's got the military involved, wouldn't they continue to be under his thumb as far as working, but the other people maybe not? Let's see. Let's ask. Spirit. Will ICE stop due to non-payment? Will ICE stop due to non-payment? Oh, we're getting yes, guys. He still has to pay the military, I guess. the people in the military. We're getting a big yes on that. Wow, that's wonderful. I hope it works like that. See, Linda, you're asking the same question. Will Trump use the military to become ICE? Will Trump use the military to become ICE? I'm getting yes. See, that's what I'm thinking about. How does that work? Okay, so if the military is ICE, so the military is already getting paid for whatever they do, right? They don't get paid any extra for performing ICE jobs. Does anybody know? I don't know. So he could get the will fake ICE get a wake up call? Okay, let's see. If they're not getting any money, I'm sure. Will the fake ICE get a wake up call? Will fake ICE get a wake up call? Yes. Will they stop working without getting, if they're not getting paid? Yes. Okay. Is the military obligated to work as ICE under Orange Peel? Are they obligated? Yeah. Yeah. I guess they signed up for it, so they kind of have to do it, unfortunately. Hi, Sharita. Okay. I think I answered that question, but let me ask in case I didn't. Will people start leaving ICE? Will people start leaving ICE? Yes. Okay, so that's going to be the retired military. Of course, they can leave, and the retired police officers. But if he gets the military to do the work of ICE, I don't think they can refuse. Spirit. Can the military refuse to do the work of ICE? I'm getting yes. I got to Google that. Let me see. Can the military refuse to do the work of ICE? Can the military refuse to do the work of ICE? Okay. Yes, but with limits. The Posey Comitatus Act, 1878. The U.S. law prohibits the military from directly enforcing domestic law, including immigration law, unless authorized by Congress or the president under emergency powers. So they can't enforce domestic law, including immigration, unless authorized by Congress or the president under emergency powers. Okay, so emergency powers, what is that? Okay, that means active duty military cannot arrest immigrants, conduct raids, or perform deportations. They can't offer support, logistic surveillance, and construction if ordered. but not direct law enforcement. Wow. Okay, we're learning a lot today, guys. Okay, can the military refuse individuals? Individual service members can't just refuse an order unless the order is clearly illegal. But military leadership can push back or request legal review. If the mission crosses into unconstitutional territory, it violates standing law, like the Passe Comitas, like that law. It puts troops in a role they're not trained for, like policing. They're not trained for policing. So military as an institution can delay or challenge orders they deem unlawful or inappropriate, but it's rare and often political. Well, we know it's political. What about the National Guard? National Guard units can be used for domestic law enforcement if ordered by a governor under state active duty or federalized by the president. So he would probably try to keep the National Guard in there. It says during the Trump administration and now again, some governors refuse to deploy the guard units for immigration enforcement, and they had the legal right to do so. And if Trump tries to force it, he have to declare a national emergency, use Title 10 forces active duty military for deportations. Okay, so he'd have to declare a national emergency. He'll face legal challenges if he does that, in military pushback, civil unrest, and Congress opposition. So the military is not supposed to act as ICE, and doing so would likely violate federal law unless there's a drastic legal shift. Governors can refuse to deploy their National Guard for ICE-style missions. Okay, so what he's doing right now is illegal. Well, we know that because Newsom has taken him to court for it. So what he's doing is illegal because no governor asked him to do it, I guess, except for the one in, is it Texas or Florida? One of those down there. So they don't have to do it. They can push back. Yep, they're begging for money. Lisa Lynn says they're begging for money. No, they're not going to get it. They're trying. That's why they want to get that big, beautiful bill. See, he thinks he's smart. He says for 5 years, you know, they'll fund ICE for 5 years, and they will put them at the borders and all that stuff to do with it. Because see, here's his deal. He thinks that he's going to be back in the presidency. That's what he's counting on, is another 4 years. So he says for 5 years. And so if he's put back in office, of course, he'll just keep renewing and keep renewing and keep renewing. Because once he's put back in, there's no getting him out. You know, if he becomes king. Okay. Linda says, did you see Bernie Sanders yesterday when he heard what Trumpenstein did to Iran? He was so upset when the crowd heard what Trump did. The crowd exploded with anger in their voices. Yeah, I saw something about that, Linda. It's terrible because he didn't inform anybody that he was going to do it. He just did it. Yep. Valerie says Congress needs to step up and do something to stop Trump. He's out of control. Let's see if they will. Spirit. Will Congress step up and do something to stop Trump? Oh, I'm getting yes. Okay. Okay, so we know impeachment is not going to work. Will they be successful in stopping Trump from doing the things he's doing, especially as far as Iran goes? Okay, I'm getting yes. So they're going to be successful. They're going to do something, and it's going to be successful because impeachment won't get him out. What about, is it Article 25? What is the article that can get him out? Let's see. What is the article that can get Trump out of office? Let's see if we can find out what that is. I think it's Article 25 or something like that. Um, okay. Impeachment is not going to work. What about treason? Treason after impeachment? No, that's not going to work. Um, Insurrection. We know that insurrection didn't work, right? That's on the list. Oh, here it is. 25th Amendment. Okay, 25th Amendment, Section 4, incapacity allows the Vice President and Cabinet, oh shoot, to declare the President unable to discharge duties. So we know that's not going to happen. That involves the Vice President and the Cabinet to declare the President unable to discharge duties effectively, removing them temporarily. No, this route was considered on January 6, 21, but never invoked as Pence and the cabinet didn't act. And we know that the cabinet is not going to act this time either. So I think that's it. That's 14th Amendment, Congress alone. So the 14th Amendment, what is that? 14th Amendment, Section 3, Congress alone. It says unclear about the method, simply majority votes in the House and Senate. Unclear about the method. Well, that's crazy. We need to know what the method is. Why don't we know that? Mm-mm. The only thing, because the cabinet is not going to remove him, and neither is Vance. The 14th Amendment is legally murky and unprecedented. So I need to know, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know more about the 14th Amendment. Why is that murky? Why is that murky? Okay, so okay, I get the AOC is trying to get impeachment over the Iran strikes, but you got to get him out. AOC, they're not going to get him. They're not going to vote for him to leave office. His own people. That means they got to go. So that we know that's not going to happen. Um, it says legal scholars are wrestling with it right now. The 14th Amendment. Um, they want to use it to remove him or block him from ever running again. We need him removed. It states that no person shall hold any office under the United States who has previously taken an oath to support the Constitution shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to enemies. And why is murky? There's no defined process for how this is enforced. Okay, isn't that okay, I don't remember the lady's name, the young lady's name, but she left the media. I can't think of their names, but anyway, she got her own show going. I think that's what she tried to enforce. But it says there's no defined process for how this is enforced. Does Congress have to pass a law? Can a Secretary of State remove someone from the ballot? Can judges or courts unilaterally disqualify someone? Does the Supreme Court have to intervene? No one knows for sure. So why is that even in there? Because it's never been used this way in modern U.S. history. Okay, so there's no way. I mean, the only thing I can see, guys, what do you think? Tell me what you think. The only thing I can see is them taking, okay, he gets sick and has to leave. Or they really find out he's committed treason, that he's, really working for Putin, or they remove him for election interference. So is that even possible? Can they remove him for election interference? Can they remove him for election interference? Let's find out. Google is getting used to the let's see. Let me type this in, guys. I'll be right. Hold on. Let's see. Can Trump get removed because of election interference, falsifying votes? Okay. Okay. In theory, he could. Yes, in theory. He could be removed for election interference or falsifying votes. But this will require one of these legal mechanisms. If Trump is convicted of federal crimes related to election interfering, falsifying records to influence voters, or obstructing the election, Congress could initiate impeachment on this basis. He would need to be impeached by the House, simple majority, and convicted by the Senate, 2/3 majority, to be removed. So we're talking about the same thing. And then it goes back to the 14th Amendment again, that they don't know what to do with. This applies if someone took an oath to support the Constitution and engaged in an insurrection or rebellion. Okay, so did we ever know that, guys, that in order for him to be removed because of election interference, he still has to be impeached? Really? Wow. Really? Okay. Hi, Arsenal. So he still has to be impeached. Who's going to take his butt out? Who? So they're going to find out that he really did do this. He interfered in the election, but he has to be impeached. He could be impeached, but will he be removed? I don't think so. Oh, you think so, Andion? Saying there's a lot of pizza being ordered at two pizza shops near the Pentagon. Usually that means, oh, okay, because they're working. Wow. It means they're preparing for war. I don't know. The plane is what's going to get him out of here, honey. No, he's going that plane was prepared for him to get on and fly wherever he's going to fly to. That's what the plane is for. There is no way America can afford their own plane. They don't need somebody to give them a plane. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Okay. Linda says Donald's pictures is all over Iran. They're saying he must go. You know what that means? They may take some action. Well, let's see, Christine. Spirit is President Obama and President Biden talking to world officials behind Trump's back. I'm getting yes. Valerie wants to know, will Mike Johnson suffered a stress-related heart attack? Will he suffer a stress-related heart attack? Spirit. Will Mike Johnson suffer a okay, let's stop. Will Mike Johnson suffer a stress-related heart attack, Spirit? No. Started giving me no before, but yeah, saying no. Hmm. Sidney Powell in jail. Okay, Spirit of Sidney Powell in jail. Getting yes. Yeah, they're broke, but he's gonna try to get the military to work for him. Thank you guys. Please hit that like button. Okay, he is romancing Stephen Miller's wife. Oh, you talking about? Mm-hmm. Well, he has the most money. I mean, what's his name is romancing Muskrat. I mean, if she's after the money, she might as well go with Muskrat. But he's stingy, I heard. He doesn't even want to take care of his baby mamas. Does Iran want Trump gone from the U.S.? If Trump walks away from office, will the U.S. forgive the U.S. for what Trump has done to Iran? Well, let's see. Does Iran want Orange Peel removed from office? Yeah. Now you're asking, he won't walk away. He will not walk away from office. I'll ask Spirit just to make sure, though. Spirit, will Orange Peel walk away from office? No. Why should he? Why would he? Why would he? He wants to be king. Remember that. Kings don't give up their power. No. The only way, guys, see, here's the deal. I think we've been hoping for something that can't happen. Well, I feel like I have. I thought that he would be removed from office once they find out that he interfered in the election. Will Orange Peel be removed from office once he's found to have interfered with the election? Ooh, I'm getting yes. Okay. Okay, if I'm getting yes, then that means that the Senate has to, 2/3 of the Senate has to go along with the impeachment, right? All right, Spirit. I gotta ask this again, guys. It shocked me with the yes. The yes shocked me. Okay. Internet to come back, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna start over. Will Orange Peel be removed from office because of election interference in the 2024 election? Okay, I get yes again. Okay. Now, will he be impeached because of his interference in the election? I'm getting yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Will at least 2/3 of the Senate vote to remove him from office? Getting yes. Thank you, Spirit. Will they be successful in, excuse me, will they be successful in removing him from office, Spirit? Yes. What do you guys think? Spirit said yes. Okay, so that means that over half of the Senate has to say, okay, he's gone. Okay, 2/3. How many people are in the Senate? How many? Let's see. How many people are in the Senate? Um, or what is 2/3 of the Senate? Okay, guys, I have to know. I have to know the facts. Okay. Okay, so there's 100 members in the US Senate, two from each of the 50 states. Okay. Okay. So 2/3 would be 67 senators. Hmm. So for Trump to be removed through impeachment, 67 senators would have to vote guilty. So that would leave 33, 33 that would vote against it. I guess it could happen, but Valerie says, looking forward to, yeah, I am too. I don't know what's taking them so long. I don't know why they got to wait so long. Looking forward to hearing what Anonymous has to say. Is she pregnant? She's pregnant? Stephen Miller's wife? Wait a minute. Stephen Miller's wife. Is she pregnant? Now that's a good question. Linda wants to know, is Pootie and Muskie working together to destroy the orange agent? So, Spirit, is Pootie and Muskrat working together to destroy Orange Peel? Yes, they are. Okay. Is is Stephen Miller's okay? Let me ask Spirit. Spirit, is Stephen Miller's wife pregnant? Okay, so she is. Will Stephen Miller think that is his baby? Let's ask Spirit whose baby. Does Stephen Miller's wife know whose baby it is? Okay, so she knows. Is it Stephen Miller's baby? Okay, it's his baby. It's his baby. That's what Spirit says. It's Stephen Miller's baby. Welcome back, Arsenal. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Once Trump is gone, what will the U.S. relationship with the rest of the world be like? How long until we heal? Um, Let's see. I don't know how long we're here, but we'll see what the relationship will be like. Because Spirit, I can give you a guesstimate, but I don't know if you could count on it. So once Dump is gone, what will the U.S. relationships with the rest of the world be like? Once Dump is gone, what will the relationship with the rest of the world be like? Pull 3 cards, and let's see. Ten of Cups should be good. Then we have the Empress in reverse. Now that could be Russia. Putin is down too, but I think I'm going to read it in the upright, and that would mean that there's a good relationship with the U.S. because this is also my U.S. card. And the Page of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So I don't think it's going to happen right away. They are going to come together. The relationship is going to be renewed, but they're going to be watching us for a while. With this Page of Swords, they're going to keep an eye on the U.S. for a while. And if we're looking at this as the Russia card, they're also keeping an eye on what's going on with Putin. Okay. So, but can't get any better than that. 10 of Cups. Good relationships. Now, how long will it be, Spirit? It'll be a while. They're going to be keeping their eye on us. Okay. What is the black and blue mark on the back of his hand? Was he in the hospital? And then tell us. Okay. Spirit. Was orange peel in the hospital and did not tell the people, the collective. Yeah, he was. Let's see if I can see. We'll pull 3 cards and see if I can see. I think I used a different deck. I want to see if I can find out what that was about. What's going on with his hands? With orange peel's hands? Well, we know he was in the hospital. See if we can dig any deeper. Oh, wow. One more, Spirit. One more card. Okay, I got 2. Okay, so he had to go. Whatever it is, this is something that he had to do. And it was whatever's going on with him is very painful. And he's actually in some kind of crisis, guys. 10 of Swords here. It's very painful. He had to do it. He had to take action. It's very burdensome. But with these 10s here that I'm getting, these 10s are telling me he's at the end of whatever this process is, and there's going to be a new beginning. not, I'm thinking a new beginning in a way of um, him maybe moving on, is what I'm saying. I'm thinking. And then I have a celebration going on with the people. So we have the two tens, and we have the the Knight of Wands, which is about action, moving in. So whatever this is, it's been a real burden on him, and he's had some. It's been painful. It's like he's had some kind of surgery going on. Just with all these swords stabbed in the back here. We don't. I can't figure out what it is, but yeah, it's not good. And whatever is going on, he has to have it done. So that's that. Yeah, when he goes into the hospital, he may do it again. This isn't the first time, guys, that we've seen him. Was it in November that we saw him leave for so long, or the ambulances showed up? I can't remember. It might have been in January. And he was gone for a while. This is the same thing, you know. Will ICE be abolished? I hope so. Spirit, will ICE be abolished? Yes. Hold on just a second, guys. I got to do something. Okay, I'm back. So, yes, it will be abolished. Hopefully. I think ICE always around though, or I don't think they were doing what they're doing now. Okay, Spirit. Was ICE always around? Was there always an agency like ICE around? Yes. Okay, will they be revamped? No. Will they be demolished? Yes. Okay. And Linda, I heard there were Americans being held in. Oh, really? In Russia. Spirit, are Americans being held in Russia? Yes. Are they being used to blackmail America? Yes. Thank you. Spirit, does Orange Peel know about this situation? Yes. Is he trying to get the people back from Russia? Is he trying to get them back from Russia? Maybe. Is Orange Peel one of Putin's agents? Is Orange Peel one of Putin's agents? Yes. That's why. Oh, Nathan, thank you. Says, I'm late. T, sorry. Will Anonymous flake or deliver something groundbreaking here soon? and has LAPD's chief officially lost command and its department being commanded now by Orange. I hadn't heard that. Okay, let's look into that. Thank you, Nicholas. Okay, let's see if they're really going to deliver something groundbreaking. I think I want to pull some cards on that, Nicholas. I'm going to pull 3 cards and see what I get. Well, anonymous Blake or deliver something groundbreaking here soon. Will they? Are they being real, Spirit? Three cards going to come out. Wow. I'm getting a no, a maybe, and a no. Now, I'm going to ask Pendulum. It's probably going to tell me maybe. All right. Spirit. Will the group called Anonymous deliver something groundbreaking soon? Will they deliver something groundbreaking soon? I knew it. It says maybe. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Well, groundbreaking. Let's see. Let's ask this question. Maybe it's something we know, but maybe they got proof. Okay. Because we know a whole lot of things about him. We know he stole the election. We know about Epstein. Those are 2 things right there that are very serious. So I guess it wouldn't be groundbreaking because we already know. So let me ask it a different way. Okay, Spirit. Will Anonymous deliver information soon that would help to remove Orange Pill from office? See, I'm getting a yes on that. Okay, let me ask the cards. So, not going to be groundbreaking because we know all the crazy things that he's done. Just hasn't had to pay for them. Okay. Will Anonymous deliver information, Spirit, that will help to remove Orange Pill from the presidency? I get 2 yeses with that. I get that's what they're preparing for, and there's going to be progress towards that. And I get justice. 2 yeses. Yep. It just depends on how you ask the question, see. Okay. So it's not going to be groundbreaking, but it's going to be something that's going to give him help to get him removed from office because I ask help too. Okay. The information that we will be getting from Anonymous soon, will it cause the Senate to want to impeach him? Will it cause the Senate to want to impeach him? Okay, see, yes. Will Spirit, will he be successfully impeached and removed? will he be successfully impeached and removed with this information? I'm getting yes. Okay. Okay, and your other question was, has LAPD's chief officially lost command? Spirit, has LAPD's commander officially lost command of his department? Let me ask it again. Spirit, has LAPD chief officially lost command of his department? Saying yes. Spirit, is LAPD's chief's department being run by Orange Peel and his officials? Yes. Yes. So, but this is illegal, right? He can't just do that if the governor didn't ask for it to be done. So I'm sure that there is some legal action taking place behind that. Thank you, Nicholas. Let's ask Google. Let's see, will there be legal action taken behind LAPD's losing command of his department? LAPD's chief losing command of his department. Okay, let's see. Guess I put the wrong thing in there. Okay, I guess I put it. Okay, I didn't say it right. It says that no lawsuit has been filed against Chief John McDonnell for losing command. Instead, legal actions from various parties are focused on LAPD tactics during protests and state-level challenges to federal intervention. Protests and journalists injured during June demonstrations in downtown LA are suing the LAPD over excessive use of force. So they're suing the LAPD. Governor Gavin Newsom is suing the Trump administration, claiming it was illegal and unconstitutional to federalize the National Guard and deploy Marines without proper. Okay. McDonnell himself said he was not consulted about deploying Marines. Okay, so the lawsuit not against him. I put in the wrong thing. So I need to know if Trump will be sued for taking command of the chief's department. Will Trump administration be sued for taking command of the chief's department? Trump's administration be sued for taking command of the chief's LAPD's chief's department. Will Trump be sued? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. He's being sued already. Okay. So the answer to your question. Yeah. Yeah. He took federal control of the LAPD department. He did. He's being sued for that. Yeah. Okay. They've already put a suit in for that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think I answered that. Thank you, Nicholas. Great question. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Valerie said yes, Nicholas. Okay. Will ICE get mad enough to tell the news people where the immigrants? Spirit, will ICE get mad enough to tell the news people where the immigrants are? Yes. Yeah. Janine, you're right. Not all are bad. Some of them have to, especially if they're retired police officers. I'm not saying they're all bad. It's probably the only ones that are bad are probably the ones that he pardoned that are out there helping, doing whatever. Yeah. Did you hear about what happened in New York with immigrants escaping because of protests? Oh, I didn't hear about that, Sharita. Will Governor Newsom regain total control of his state? Not sure why they're leaving troops in LA. Will he get complete control of his state? Spirit. Will Governor Newsom get complete control of his state? Yeah. I got that before, that he's going to, Trump's going to take him back and forth to court. But eventually, yes, he's going to get control of his state, and Trump's going to have to leave the guards and all that alone. But, he's going to take it to the highest court, and then he's going to take it back again. So, good evening, Roger. How are you? I like that statement, Christy. Okay. Rubio, Hegseth, and Vance. No, they screwed up coming out with Trumpenstein this morning. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yep. Yeah, I saw that too. It said Roger said they missed the hit in Iran. I guess everything was moved before they could get to it. I saw something about that. They had already moved everything. I just saw that they said that they didn't hit. Yeah, they didn't because people they had already removed everything from the area. That's what I heard. Spirit. Did the U.S. hit its target in Iran? Did the U.S. hit its target in Iran? No, they didn't. They actually didn't. I don't care what article it will be. How about grab all your clothing and get your ass out of this country? That's true. That's true, Christine. I don't care what article it is either. But the only thing is, there's only certain articles that they can use. All these articles, and it's going to have to be impeachment or um, the universe takes some action. I'll put it that way. And it looks like impeachment might work. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. That's what AOC, Sharita says. Is there an article about invoking war? And I looked that up. AOC has put out an impeachment, has started an impeachment because um, he started that war. Um, so she started that today because they didn't know that Congress is supposed to be able to say something about it too. He can't just do it all on his own, in which he did. Um, they can impeach him for that, but will they? Now, you know what? They might go along with that because I think a lot of the Republicans were against him doing that. Weren't some of the Republicans? Well, let's see. Spirit. Will Trump be impeached for invoking the War Act? Yes. Okay. Will he be removed from office for invoking the War Act? I'm getting yes again. Hmm. So let's ask this. Will 2/3 of the Senate vote to remove him from office for invoking the War Act? I'm getting yes. Hmm. Let's hope let's hope it works out that way. Spirit says yes. So maybe this is it. Plus what Anonymous says has to say brings out about the election too, which I think that's what they're really talking about is the election. Mike Pence came out and spoke against Trump today. Wow. You mean to tell me he finally got some balls? Wow. Okay, so that means that others are also other Republicans are also speaking against are also against him, even though they may not speak out. Something's going to take him out. Article 2, Section 4. Article 2, Section 4. What is that? Let me see if they talked about that. Article 2, Section 4. Is that the War Act? Article 2, Section 4. '14th. I don't know what I'm trying to see. Let's see. What is Article 2, Section 4? What is Article 2, Section 4? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. It says, who said that? Roger? Okay. It says the president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Okay, his cabinet members, judges. Okay. Okay, bribery, treason, other high crimes would be a broad term that includes abuse of power, obstruction of justice, corruption. How it works: impeachment. House of Representatives, you need a majority, and the Senate, you need 2/3 vote to remove him. So all those things could work. It says high crimes and misdemeanors doesn't mean only criminal acts. It also includes serious abuses of power. See, he's been abusing his power. We don't even have to go down the list of things that he's done to abuse his power. And betrayal of public trust, good one, or violations of constitutional duties. This is the main constitutional basis for removing a president or other federal officials from power. Oh, that's a good one. Article 2, Section 4. So that's kind of like the RICO Act. It's like that everything's thrown in there. Everything's thrown in there. So yeah, I like that one. Okay, Article 2 in the book of this. Okay, says empty the White House now. Yeah. You know, he's done so many things. Like I said, this could be just like that RICO that they're doing against Diddy. They just throw everything in and you pick one. He's done them all. He's done them all. I like that, Christine. This could get him. This could get him, Roger. They could use that to get him. Okay. Some of them are gonna, yeah, you're right. Christine says if they vote him out, that's how they're going to keep their jobs. But the ones that are not going to vote him out, we're going to know who exactly are the criminals with him. You know, there's a lot of them. Some of them, we probably won't get rid of all the criminals, but that would be, what did I say, 33? 33. Let's see, 67. So 33 would have to vote to keep him in, and 67 would have to vote to take him out. So those 33 we know are criminals for sure. And the other ones, you know, shaky in the Senate. Well, we got, okay, there's 50 Republicans and 50 Democrats. Of course, that don't mean anything. The Democrats could be involved too. Some Democrats could be involved too. So don't get fooled by that. But I guess it could happen because Spirit said, yeah, he could get definitely be impeached and be taken out of office. Jessica Denson, thank you, which you know who I was talking about. That's been back a while, guys. You know how I am getting to the comments. Okay, did Ukraine and Russia stop bombing each other? I don't know. Spirit, did Ukraine and Russia stop bombing each other? Yes, they stopped. Yes, lights on with Jessica Denson. Um, yeah, there should be a vote to get him out because people are sick of him. Even some people in his own party. It should be enough. Just say if we got 45 Democrats. Well, no, that depends on. It's 2 from each state. Doesn't mean it has to be 50 Democrats and 50 Republicans. No. So I'm wrong in thinking that. But if we got enough Democrats and then some Republicans to follow, I don't know how many Democrats are in the House. Yeah, it's time to bring the evidence. I think that's what it is. There's also the treason charge. Uh-huh. Could be used against him. It would be the first time in history, but it could happen. Yes, because we all know. I mean, and maybe who knows? Anonymous might be talking about something about treason too, guys. You know, it's not groundbreaking because we know that he's done. We know everything he's done just about. I mean, what would surprise us? Really, nothing. I was going to say Merc, if you guys know what I mean, but even that wouldn't surprise me. If you had somebody do something like that, that wouldn't surprise me. Um, okay, Roger says Article 2, Section 4 can remove any president and vice president and all other Congress members. Mm-hmm. Okay, but some of them would. Well, I guess we just need enough. We just need enough of them. But they have to impeach him. Don't they have to impeach for that? Yeah, they have to impeach first. They would have to impeach him. On impeachment for conviction of treason by bribery. And yeah, he has to be impeached still. So yeah, but you're right, they can remove any president and vice president and all other Congress members. So whoever's caught up in that would be impeached with him. Oh yeah, I know. I check that sometimes, Christine. You're right. Yeah. Bribery, treason, and other high crimes. Well, it sounds like, hey, it sounds like he's going to be impeached. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Would he hang around long enough to be impeached if he knew he was going to be impeached? Because I'm sure, you know what they do is they go, like Mike Johnson would probably go around and see who all's going to impeach. And if they say they're going to impeach, then what they do is they bribe them or they offer money or they threaten them. You know what I mean? That's what's been happening. So Mike Johnson would go around and threaten everybody, the ones that he can, to make sure they don't, they change their votes. So Here's another question. Will Mike Johnson, okay, let's start over. Spirit. When it's time for Trump to be impeached, will Mike Johnson try to change people's minds? Okay, he will, of course, threatening people. Will he be successful in doing so? No. Not this time. Nope. Mm-mm. So, I mean, usually when you ask, well, before when I ask about him being impeached, um, it was like, no, that, he would be impeached, but would he be removed from office? No. Now the energies have changed. These people are pissed at him. The energies have changed. So, yeah, they're going to remove him. Oh, they only need 3 Republicans. I think we could get that, right? Spirit. Will at least 3 Republicans stand against Trump for impeachment? Will at least 3 Republicans stand against him? Yes. Let me ask it a different way. Will at least 3 Republicans agree to the impeachment of Trump? Yes. So, will the impeachment be successful then? Yes. Thanks for that, Roger. I'll have to try to figure all that out. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, we have something to look forward to. Hopefully, it's soon. I don't know if we got to wait until we get the proof from, the other people, anonymous. But see, here's the thing: we got to have proof. Proof has to be shown. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be nice if we could see everything that happens, Christine? If we could see everything, I would be a happy camper. I got a feeling that he won't. Okay. We're going to ask. Will Trump be in Washington, D.C. when he is impeached? Will he be in Washington, D.C.? Okay. Says yes. Will he voluntarily leave the White House once he's impeached? No. Uh-oh, guys. Oh, this could be fun. This could be a whole lot. Okay. So he thinks he's king. He thinks that he's not going to have to. Okay, wait a minute. Let me ask this. Once the Senate impeaches Trump, will he leave the White House on his own? Okay. Just had to ask in a different way. No. Is that because he thinks he's king and he doesn't have to leave? Yes. Will he be removed from office by the military? Will he be removed from office by the military? Yes. Thank you. Will they try to negotiate him walking out on his own? Will they try to negotiate him to walk out on his own? Yes. So we're going to see that. Hopefully, we'll see it play out. Will the public know what's happening? Will the public know what's happening with the removal? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Will will it be televised? Will it be televised, Spirit? Will it be televised? Maybe. So that's that tells me that somebody has to have a camera and sneak in and get some views of it. Okay. Will we see it on video? Will we see the removal on video? No. Will the press be allowed in to see it? Maybe. Guys, I got a feeling that we're not going to be able to see it. Wait a minute. Will we see him? Will we see him leaving the White House with the military? Will we see him leaving the White House with the military? Okay, we'll see it. We'll see him being walked out with the military, but we won't see all the stuff that goes on in between. Will the military have to force him out of the White House? Yes, thank you. Will he walk out on his own? Yes. Does he have any idea that he's going to be impeached and removed from the White House? Does he have any idea that he's going to be impeached? No. Okay. Let me ask this. Does he believe that he will be impeached? Of course he does. Thank you. Does he believe that he will be removed from office? No. He don't care nothing about being impeached because he doesn't think he's going anywhere. I mean, it's already happened twice, and he's still there. Or is it? I think it's only twice. We always said he's going to be impeached the third time. Was he impeached? I think it's only twice. But anyway, this time it's happening. This time it's happening. Yeah, Valerie says it's time for him to go. It's happening this time. Oh, she is pregnant. Oh my God. Okay, well, it's his baby. It's his baby. Stephen Smith's baby. Let's see if the Republicans are going to turn on orange peel. Spirit. Will the majority of Republicans turn on orange peel? Yes. Thank you. Is that how we're going to get him removed with impeachment? Yes. They have to be awfully mad, but I think they are. Stephen Miller may be the person. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Who gave him the black eye? I think so too, Christine. Oh, it's Stephen Miller's baby. Although she could tell Muskrat is his. I'm sure he would take a DNA test. Try to get some money. She could do that. Oh, you're welcome, Rich. You're welcome. Tink, I don't even know what to say, girl. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about that one. They have to. Yeah, they got to have the evidence. for sure. It's going to be a big celebration for us, guys, but you know them other people, you know the MAGA people, might be a problem. Okay, can ask if he has a, yeah, he does. Does he have a catheter on his leg? Spirit, does Trump have a catheter on his leg? Yes. I think I asked that before. It was yes, he does. He does. Hmm. Did they? The Simpsons cartoon predicted Orange Peel will be unalived on August 12, 2025. August. Hmm. Okay, Spirit. Is the Simpsons prediction about Orange Peel true? I get yes. The Simpsons spirit. The Simpsons say Orange Peel will be unalive on August 12th. Is that true? I'm getting yes. Okay. Will he be impeached before this time, Spirit? Will he be impeached before this time? Yes. Will Orange Peel be impeached before August 12th, Spirit? Yes. Okay. Will he be impeached in the month of July? Yes. Will he be impeached in this month of June? No. So AOC has already started the impeachment. We already know the House is going to say, okay. So maybe it won't be too far up into July before he's gone because I think Anonymous is supposed to come out with their information around the first week of July. So it could be soon, guys. We could be looking at it happening soon. ICE used to be INS. Okay. I thought they were always around. Okay. I looked at your super chat. Is there another one? Okay. Oh, Nicholas. Okay, I see it. Please see if treason charge is being utilized. Okay. Spirit. Will the treason charge be used against Orange Peel? Yes. Is this one of the things that Anonymous is going to have proof of? Yes. Yeah. So, you know what that means? That means that he's gone. Thank you for that, Nicholas. I appreciate you. back at you tenfold. I appreciate you. Um, oh, okay, C1. Okay. Oh, Tink's leaving. Good night, Tink. Thank you. Okay, so Lisa Lynn, you're saying Anonymous is dropping messages every other day now? I don't know if I heard of anything that they dropped so far. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. Oh, Christine frustrated me with an attitude towards me, accusing me of being. Oh, no, Nicholas is not a troll. I almost went down, Nicholas, but back. Lineage suggested I give that attitude up. Oh, Christine said it wasn't her. She didn't think you were a troll. Anyway, everything's good, guys. We're not going to go down there. Everything's good. I know he's not a troll. Okay, so I read that one. Welcome back, Linda. Oh, people they want to scare? Okay, Christine, I don't know about that. What do you mean? They ordered them pizzas to deliver to people they want to scare. Okay, you got to tell me about that. What does that mean? He's been impeached is a joke to the Republic. Lady G says there won't be a war. Yeah. Well, hi, Shalom. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I just think that they might try to retaliate in some kind of way because we got involved in their stuff. Iran. That's a good question. What does Elon think of Trump's attack on Iran? Well, let's see. What does Elon think? Trump's. Okay, too many have fallen out there. What does Elon think? Okay. I think he's okay with it. I got this Six of Cups. Did he do this in a way to help Leon and his wishes come true? And oh, what does this have to do with Leon's space stuff? Is Elon okay? Does he feel good about the attack on Iran? Yes. See, I got 3 yeses here, and Spirit is saying yes with the double checking. So his space things, it must help him in some way. So, all right, Spirit. What? It helps him to make money with his space stuff, whatever it is, in Iran. But let's see. Is this orange pill's way of quieting Muskrat? Is this his way of quieting Muskrat? Okay. So here's the deal. He's okay with it because it helps him to make more money, whatever it is with his space thing. And orange peel is good with it because he's doing something that's going to keep Muskrat quiet. In other words, from telling all of his secrets, from telling all of Orange Peel's secrets, in which Muskrat is not going to have to do it now because Anonymous is going to come out with it anyway. And this is probably why he's been quiet. Muskrat, he knows what was going on. He knows, because see, he lost all that money messing with Trump. And now this is how he pays him back. I think it has something to do with his space stuff. So he's okay with it. Yeah, the military is going to have to escort him out. Mike Johnson looks like a little troll. That he does. A little, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about him sometimes. You guys. Hi, Peaceful. How are you? Good to see you. Um, yeah. Christine, I think eventually that's what he's going to do. Get in that new plane and leave. Hi, Michelle. He's going to get in that new plane and leave. Yeah, I don't know about, okay, Alicia says, yeah, I always said a train station, but she sees a ship getting hit. Spirit told me about a train, but I don't know about the ship. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Were there damages to Iran's nuclear sites after strikes? Okay. Were there damages to Iran's nuclear sites after the strikes? Yeah. But they said they had already moved all the equipment and everything, so I don't think, if they got everything out before they hit it, they didn't really lose anything. Mm. Peaceful says, I've been so scared being alone all the time doesn't help. Guys, don't stop, try not to watch the news and stuff like that, Peaceful. Because I know, being alone can be a mess. Yeah, she's pregnant. I heard she's pregnant. But it's Stephen's, what's his name? Her husband's baby. Yeah, Nicholas. That's true. They send pizzas to people. Oh, Christine, you're telling me something I never knew that. Really? Oh, so they must be sending out a whole lot of pizzas. Wow. This is going to be really crazy. All the stuff that's happening, all the stuff that's coming out that we never had any idea that people would be doing. Stephen Miller's wife is pregnant. Go bird lover. She's pregnant. Trying to figure out whose baby, if it was her husband's, or Muskrat. And it is the husband. Iran might try to rub out, Hog's Breath, Miller, and Bolt after everything hits the fan. If those three avoid capture by our military and run to, say, Russia or Mahad's India, you mean, will they? Will they run to Russia? I hope Miller, well, I hope all of them go to jail. I don't know. Will Hogseth try to leave the country after orange peel goes down? Yes, thank you. Will he try to go to Russia? No. Will he try to go to India? Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. What about Miller? Will he try to leave the country after orange peel goes down? Yes, he better leave the country. Will he be successful in trying to leave the country? No. You know what? I got a feeling he's going to prison. All right, Spirit. Will Miller serve time in prison because of his acts that he's done against America? Yes. He's going to prison. And the other one is Bolt. Wait a minute. Will Hog's Breath also go to prison, Spirit? No. He's just going to say he was doing what his boss told him to do. That's what he's going to say. He's going to India. Okay, Bolt. Now he'll probably go to Russia. Will Bolt end up leaving the country when everything hits the fan? Yes. Thank you. Will he be successful? No. Okay. Will he end up in prison in America? Yes. So those two are going to go to prison. And Hog's Breath is going to go to India. That kind of makes sense. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Okay. Shalom wants to know, did Elon activate Starlink over Iran? Did Elon? Yes, he did. Yep. Yeah, everything blows up. That's true, which is crazy. Thank you all. Thank you all. Being in Missouri and it being all over the news, the fighter south left from here has kept me shaking. Oh, wow. Try to do some meditations and relax, peaceful. Wow. Elon already Starlink contract with Somalia Muslim country in East Africa. Okay, I saw that already. Let's see. I don't miss anybody. Oh, hi. What you think is what you think it is? Hi. Let me see where Trumpy looks like he's. Yeah, he looks bad, Linda. He looks terrible, but he's hanging in here. So I mean, I don't know, but maybe he can hang into August. Anonymous on YouTube. Yeah. If the Simpsons are right, it'll be August 12th. Now, some of their predictions are right. Okay, so that's a good question, Nicholas. He says, won't the Air Force chase orange peels plane down? So we're talking about, but see, here's the deal. I don't know. I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to do anything with him. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I think they just want him gone. But let's see. Spirit. Will the Air Force chase down orange peels plane? Ooh, I'm getting a yes. Spirit. Will orange peel serve any prison time in the United States? No. Will he try to leave the United States in his new plane? Yes. Will he be successful in leaving the United States in his new plane? No. Will he stand trial in the United States? Yes. Will he be sentenced? Will he be sentenced in this trial? No. Will he make it through a trial? Will he make it through a trial, Spirit? No. So that's what's going to happen. He's not going to be successful in leaving. I always thought they just wanted him to go. But maybe things have changed. Maybe things have changed because what's going to come out is going to be, with all the proof they get and everything, it's going to piss everybody off. And, okay. It's me talking, guys. When everything comes out about what Orange Pill's done, is this going to piss a lot of people off? Yes. Okay. Will he have the opportunity to leave the country? No. Will he want to leave the country? Yes. Will he stand trial? No. Will he be on this side of the veil long enough to stand trial? Will he be on this side of the veil long enough to stand trial? No. I guess that's what's going to happen, guys. And that's, we just have to wait and see what happens. But hey, I'm not complaining. Thank you, Nicholas. Back at you tenfold. I appreciate you. Thank you. And smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Thank you, Catherine. And subscribe if you haven't already. Mary, will the GOP be punished for all the unconstitutional law breaking, clumpy, loving themes? Will the GOP be punished for all the law breaking, unconstitutional law breaking that they've done for Orange Pill, for Clumpy? Will the GOP be punished, Spirit, for all of the unconstitutional law breaking that they've done for Orange Pill? Yes. So if it only takes 3 to take him out, 3 Republicans to take him out in the Senate, the 3 that vote for him to take him out are clean. Everybody else in there, I don't know. They may have to be, go down with him. Wouldn't that be something? The GOP, but I'm thinking it's not just, it's going to be some Democrats in there too, guys. We just have to face the facts. Nicholas says, Matt Groening definitely has a blessing from the patron saint of animators and God, in my opinion. Matt Groening. I heard that name. Remind me of who he is. Nicholas. I know I heard that name before. Well, Hexa and Tulsi Gabbard go to prison. Didn't I just ask about Hexa? Tulsi Gabbard, I know. I always got that she was going. Spirit. Well, Hexa go to prison. No. Will Hegseth leave the country? Yes. So he's going to leave. That's right. That's what I read on. Okay, Tulsi Gabbard. Will Tulsi Gabbard end up in prison? Yes. She's going to prison. I always get that she is. Good night, Shalom. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, the Simpsons creator. Okay. Well, that's why I heard of it before. I heard of his name before. I always learn something new with you, Nicholas. I always learn something new. Has Pootie personally threatened the majority of Repubs families and outing their secrets? That's a good question. The impersonator of Pootie. Pootie's gone, long gone. Has Pootie personally threatened the majority of Repubs families? Has Pootie personally threatened the majority of the Repubs families about outing their secrets? Yes. Yeah. That's why they vote for him all the time. Sherry, are you asking a question?
Sorry, I don't understand.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to somebody else. Thank you.
Okay.
Sherry, did you want a reading? Sherry Blossom? Okay. I will do a one-card reading, Sherry, for $10 if you have a question. To Christine, I've made a huge target of myself. Oh, if you're talking to Christine. And just ask your question in the chat. You can send it to the super chat and I'll answer it for you. Guys, if you have anything personal that you want to, yeah. Thanks, Peaceful. Peaceful says everything in all caps when you're talking to me. Everything in all caps. Yeah, if you have a personal question, guys, we'll move on to personal questions for those who have a personal question now. And it's $10 per single question. And if you want more answered, let me know. You got kind of tied up in the with the politics as normal, as usual. Oh yeah, click the button, Cherry Blossom. There should be a button that you can click and put it in there. You can just write whatever you want in there. Oh, there you go. Okay, thank you. Uh, Wait a minute. What are you saying? My name is. Okay, I won't. Okay. Oh, you want to know if your exams, if your results will be positive for your exams. October 2004. Did you have the wrong date in there, though? You're saying October 2004. Do you mean October 25? Is that what you're asking me? October 2025? Do you have the right date in there? That's your birth date. That's your birth date, October 2004. Okay. I guess I'm not understanding your question. You're saying took you took your exams, but the results will be positive. You want to know if you took exams and will the results be positive? Is that correct? Is that correct, Cherry Blossom? Right. Okay. All right. Francisca Valerie Pandura. Will the results Francisca, Valerie, Pandora's exams. Will they be positive, Spirit? Will they be positive? I'm getting yes. I hope that helps. I'm getting yes. I'm getting yes, they'll be positive. You said yes, I want to know if the result. Yeah, they'll be positive. You're good. Good. That was her birthday that she put in. That was her birthday. Yay, I'm happy. Yes, they will be good. You get positive results. Good. Does anybody else have anything that they want to ask me? Sleep peacefully, Cherry Blossom. Oh, good night. It's peaceful. Love and light to you, and you sleep peacefully also. Okay, everybody. I guess it's time to go. So, anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the donations and everything. If you haven't hit the like button, hit your like button, hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I really appreciate you all. And I'll see you on the next read. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye.